All right, I'm back with another video, and tonight I'm going to be going over the front mount intercooler on the GTI. And I particularly like this one. I had the same one on the Golf R. If you watched that many videos back, I put one on my Golf R as well, and I like that one and I like this one, so I just wanted to show you guys. It's an awesome intercooler for the MK7 GTIs. So that is the front mount intercooler from ARM, or ARM if you want to call it that. And so when I bought the car, it was already installed, and it is a black intercooler versus the silver, and I kind of like it because you can't really see it that well. But I do think that it might absorb more heat than the silver. So you can see where I cut out the cheap eBay grill. And then you can kind of see here where I sanded it down. Kind of hard to tell. I removed all of the honeycomb, but I kept all of the support under here, so it's still very sturdy, but there's no more honeycomb. And I really only did that because I didn't really like the gloss black grill, and I didn't want to spend $100 on a new grill, so I just used the cheap eBay one. It actually fit very well, surprisingly. You know, most eBay stuff doesn't fit very well. You can see where it kind of, the old grill smashed into the intercooler, but it's not leaking. I may try to straighten those fins at some point, but I don't think it's too big of a deal. And everything fits very well. So this has some support. The intercooler hangs on these brackets underneath, and it mounts to the body. You can see a little better here that everything in the bottom of it is still there. So it's just the honeycomb that was removed. After seeing a couple photos of Tornado Red GTI with a black front mount intercooler, I really liked the look, so I went ahead and went with that. Especially because if I would have put the eBay grill in there, it would be chrome black or gloss black, whatever you want to call it. So this intercooler kit comes with T-bolt clamps, and I guess it's speckled black, or whatever you want to call it, intercooler piping. And there's no fitment issues at all, surprisingly. On my R, there was a little bit of fitment issue where you had to actually remove the grill here, otherwise it wouldn't fit. It stuck out quite a bit further past the bumper on the inside, and it would bump into the intercooler. It may have been just that car though, because I've seen a lot of people put the front bumper back on and not have any issues. But on that car it did, but it was also a salvage title, so who knows. Okay, so what you're looking at here, you probably already recognize it, but this is the front grille on the MK7 GTIs. This one, when I bought the car, he had hit a paint bucket that fell out of a truck and rolled out in front of him, so he had nowhere to go. And he ended up running over the paint bucket and just totally smashed up the front grille. So I always wanted to replace it. Finally got around to buying a replacement, and this is the one, one of these, this is part of it. I'll get to that in a minute. But it arrived and it was gloss black, but nothing on the front of the GTIs is gloss black. So I originally wanted to return it, and then I decided to keep it after I cut a little piece out here, and I thought, well, I'll just get rid of the honeycomb, cut all that out. So I cut this out, and then I sanded everything down, and then I used Plastidip to paint it. So to remove the honeycomb pieces here, I used a multi-tool, and so I just did, it just did like a universal, kind of like a cuts all bit or a blade, and just went down at a straight angle for each and every one of them, and it went by really fast, surprisingly, but those multi-tools move very quickly. So I cut the whole thing out, as you can see here, and then I got my Dremel, and I dremeled all this extra stuff down. You can see where I cut it on this one. I just didn't really care for this glossy black. It's also very cheap. Had a lot of flashing and mold lines and things that weren't on the original grill. Like right here, for example. That kind of stuff you just have to kind of sand off with a Dremel. And I thought, well, why not just take the whole thing out and be ridiculous? So that's what I did. Anyways, the honeycomb doesn't look that bad, but overall I'm really happy with the look of how it turned out. So my advice, if you want to cut the honeycomb out, is to probably take out your original grill insert there, and then buy a $65 one on eBay and cut that one up, because the OEM one is a lot more expensive to replace, and it also fits a lot better, and it looks a lot better. So I wouldn't destroy that one. I would get a replacement and cut that one up for sure. So in my case, I had to replace it anyways, so it was all crunched up and cracked and destroyed, so I got a new one on eBay. And I was originally worried about the fitment, but the fitment worked really well. It fit really well, but I didn't like the gloss black look, so I cut the honeycomb out, and then I Plastidiped it, and I think it turned out pretty well. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done that if the OEM grill was in good condition. So anyways, I hope you like this video. If you want to buy the Front Mount Intercooler, I have a link to it in the description. I highly recommend it. It's super easy to get to, super easy to work on, super easy to install. And it's been rated pretty well for keeping your air temperatures down. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.